Greetings, this is Paul, your Pacific Northwest trail guide. I want to help you pick your next trail to explore, so let's check this one out. Sometimes you want to get out and taste a little bit of nature without driving for hours on the highway or gravel roads. A small trail network at the Tualatin Valley Wildlife Refuge can fill that role nicely, and more. For this guide, I'll show you the year-round accessible river trail. It's about a 2-mile trip to go to the end of the trail and back, and pretty much flat except for a small hill near the trailhead. This can be a great place to bring some binoculars along if you want to try and spot some of the wide variety of birds that can be found in the refuge. It can also be fun to bring along a mushroom guide if you visit in the fall to try and identify the many different fungi that show up along this trail. You can find the trailhead for this hike at the Tualatin Valley Wildlife Refuge, which is right on Highway 99 west between Tigard and Sherwood. It's on the north side of the highway, so it's easiest to pull into if you are traveling south. You can pick up the start of the river trail by following along behind the restrooms and picnic area shelter near the parking lot. Our route along the river trail will take us through an open meadow up to Rock Creek, which we follow along to the Tualatin River. The trail follows along for a while and passes into a thick forest before coming out again to a viewing platform that looks out over the refuge from the north end. After getting down the first little hill at the beginning, you pass through a little grove of pine trees before reaching the first exploration site. There was this amazing bunch of fruiting amanita mushrooms at the Wetland Ponds exploration site when I visited. Continuing on past this site, we emerge into the meadow. This meadow is filled with a bunch of old oak trees, and a few small side trails let you explore around them. There are several of these little interpretive sites along this trail. The next side in the meadow offers some side trails where you can explore a wider area of the border between the meadow and Rock Creek. It's a good place to spot birds in the tree canopy above the creek. Back on the main trail, we can continue on ahead towards the creek. Creeks and rivers don't flow fast here in the valley. After following the creek a little bit, you approach Rock Creek Exploration Site, where you can get down to the water's edge to look around. Back at the main trail, we continue on over a bridge over the small connector between Rock Creek and the huge pond behind the Wildlife Refuge Visitor Center. The trail then continues on along Rock Creek. And shortly after, we approach a large platform overlooking the Tualatin River with the view of the Beef Bend Natural Area on the other side. The trail continues along the river and parallel with the wetland trail for a while, which is closed in the fall and winter. Eventually, the trail passes into the forest area and you leave the valley behind. You soon reach a junction with the Ridgetop Trail. Continue on to the right to stay on the river trail. Next, we come upon the last exploration site along the trail. Take the short spur to visit where the riparian forest meets with the Tualatin River water's edge before continuing on. After passing through the most lush, beautiful part of this forest area, you approach another bridge crossing over Chicken Creek, the main creek that meanders through the wetland area. Finally, we reach the wetland viewing platform at the end of the trail. Interpretive signs and benches await you, and hopefully some wildlife as well. The return trip awaits the same way you came, though this time perhaps with a few less side trip excursions. As you return to the trailhead, this might be a good time to check out the visitor center. They have some cool stuff inside. And of course, the view out behind it is nice to check out as well. Ratings for this trail are quite laid back. The terrain is very easy with flat, fine gravel trail surface and rates the minimum. Also, nothing special to consider as far as the elements go. The length of this one is quite short for a day hike, so it rates 2 boots. And finally, there's almost no ascent along the way, so it rates 1 for climb. That does it for this short edition of Pacific Northwest Trail Guide. I hope I have or will soon help you pick your next trail to explore. Remember, a picture may be worth 1,000 words, but an experience with all of your senses cannot even be conveyed in pictures or videos. So don't take my word for it. Get out there and see this gem for yourself.